Here with Concordia men's basketball's Noah Schutte to preview the 2023-24 season. As we record this, I think you guys have had at least a couple weeks of practice and about a couple weeks from the first official games, which will be at the Cattle Classic this week, or this coming November. Just wanted to catch up on where you've been since we maybe a lot of people last saw you play at the national tournament last season. Maybe catch us up on things a little bit. What has kind of been your focus basketball wise and with the goals that you have since last season ended?
Yeah, coming off a national tournament appearance last year, that's definitely the goal this year for the team is to get back there and make a deep run. This team's worked hard this offseason, and I think we've really gelled well so far in practice, and I'm really looking forward to our first games.
Right, and want to look at a little bit at last season, some more. I know you guys had graduated some key seniors from the team that went to the national quarterfinals the previous year, so I think everyone kind of expected that your role would be even bigger from a scoring perspective. What do you feel like kind of prepared you to have the season that you had last year?
I think we kind of dealt with some injuries last year. Once Trista went down over Christmas break, I know I had to be a lot more aggressive, and a lot younger guys started to play, and I think that'll benefit this year coming in. They'll have the confidence coming in right away in the year that they can make a difference.
Coach Lindback has talked about just kind of all the things that you're able to do on the court. You can score in the post, and you can step out and shoot threes. You make your free throws. What pride do you kind of take in being able to score in so many different ways like that?
I think it's just kind of making the reads. Last year when double teams came, find the open guy, or if I get in the post, make a quick move. But my teammates do a really good job of finding me and getting me open, and that's a big emphasis on myself this year. A goal for mine is screening a lot. I think it'll open me up a lot more as well as my teammates.
What have you gotten out of going up against the Smith brothers in your career? I'm sure they seem like the kind of guys that would go hard every day, but how has that kind of made you better too?
Yeah, definitely. They don't take any reps off, especially Tristan. Now, I try to guard them as much as I can in practice. They really show the physicality of the game. I really think they've helped me develop, into the physical player I am today.
I think we saw Tristan taking those steps forward last year before he had that injury. What can you say about his progress and what you see from him now?
Yeah, it kind of shocked all of us last year, how quick he would be able to get back on the court. And, he's worked his tail off this offseason, weight room, gym, getting shots up always. And, I'm just amazed every day about all the things he can do on the court to help our team. And, I'm really looking forward to how he can help us this year.
Looking at the backcourt a little bit, it was pretty young last year with maybe the exception of Garrett Cedron, who graduated now. What have you seen from just the growth of those guys? I know there's Brad Bennett and there's a lot of sophomores and freshmen who are going to be counted upon.
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot of young talent that I think is really good, and we're looking to create that depth this year, especially in the backcourt. And I think we got a lot of guys that can stretch the floor, a lot of athletic and quick guys. So I think we'll have a lot of tempo this year, which will help us a lot.
What did you take away from last season? I know there were some adverse situations at times. We talked about Tristan and his injury being one of those things, but you guys made a run down the stretch and got into the national tournament. What did you maybe learn from what the team went through and to get to that point?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot last year of how to overcome that adversity, with the injuries going down. With a lot of younger guys that played last year too, they were overcoming that adversity too. And being a really young team this year, I think they'll help us right off the bat with a really challenging schedule. So, I think that'll be one of the obstacles that we face this year is how we handle the adversity.
This is your fourth year now. I'm sure for anybody it feels like it moves pretty quickly to get to this point. But what maybe are some of the moments and experiences that you've had that kind of affirms that Concordia was a great place for you to choose to come to.
And just the joy I've had over these years, a bunch of good guys that I've had the opportunities to play with, especially my sophomore year making a deep run at Kansas City. That was one of the best times here so far. And, I'm just looking forward to getting down there again with this group of guys.
Hopefully this is right, business administration
Yep.
major, right? How have you spent any time thinking about what's next in terms of that, your major and your career goals?
Yeah, so I actually have an egg science minor in there. So, I live on a farm. My dad and my grandpa farm. So, that's the plan right now is to go back there and take over the farm when I'm out of college.
Be a lifer in Laurel, right?
Yeah.
You haven't thought about slam ball at all?
I have not, no. I do enjoy watching Gage in slam ball. He's really good at that. So.
You already mentioned, Kansas City and that experience, and that's what everybody in the NAIA strives for. But what would make, I guess, this year a success in your mind?
Just with the youth on this team, if we can grow as a team, and if we grow as people and as players, and I think we're really looking forward to the challenging schedule. I think Coach Lindback said this was one of the toughest schedules he's ever had as a coach, and that'll help us in the long end, making a bid for the national tournament stuff. But we're just focusing on one game at a time and looking forward to the challenges we have this year.
Some real quick hitters here. I've just got a few of these, but. What is the go-to place to eat on road trips? Usually pizza.
It's Casey's Pizza usually.
You can't argue
I'm not a
with
huge
that,
fan.
right? Oh, come on.
Neither is many others. But
It tastes better after a win, though.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, after a loss, usually not too hungry.
Well, what's your go-to place if you can go somewhere in Lincoln, let's say, for a meal?
For fast food, I would say probably Freddy's.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could take a vacation anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Man, I don't know. I've been to Mexico, and that's a pretty good place. Hawaii's always been on that list too, and we're going over there for Christmas, so I'm excited.
Yeah, this would be your first time in Hawaii then. All right.
Kind of scared for the 6-hour plane ride across the ocean. We'll make it.
Yes. But one word that best describes Coach Lindback. You got to be careful there.
I do got to be careful. I want to go funny.
Okay.
He probably doesn't know he's funny, but we all think he's really funny.
How about one word to best describe this team?
Hungry.
And I understand. I think Coach said your team motto is "Rise Up."
Rise up. Yep.
What can you explain kind of what that means to you guys?
Yeah, we just kind of talked about rise up. We're going to face a lot of challenges through the year, and are we going to be willing to rise up to those challenges and overcome them?
And lastly, can we get a SCO Dogs, Noah?
Let's go, Dogs.